Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo, and today we'll be talking about yet another new release by Tanchjim. It's Stargate II, second version of their dongle digital to analog converter. It's built with Cirrus Logic 43131 and it's affordable priced device. It costs less than $40, which is pretty decent. But it would have been yet another device like many others, but it's Tanchjim, so they didn't settle with being like many others. And besides nice design, they also added here a parametric equalizer and companion app with some interesting features. And after spending some time with this small device, I came to conclusion that it's a really interesting feature and it changes the application of this device. So let's have a closer look. Once again, package is simple but pretty stylish. Nice polygraphy. On the back side you can see basic specifications and features. Most interesting is high-res support and the pretty low figures of total harmonic distortion. In terms of output power, it's 37 milliwatts for 32 ohms load per channel. Not really much, but pretty acceptable for in-ear monitors. Nice texture of the inner box. Manual and device itself. So as you can see, just bare minimum, and this is simple plain insert. In terms of design, it's also pretty straightforward. So you can see that chip is located in the USB Type-C connector, and they even put a window to see what's inside, which is a nice thing to have. Then goes a short cable involving insulation and the connector for the headphones. What is good here is that it supports microphone and playback controls, and here we have analog to digital converter, which helps to get the good clarity and good quality of voice. In general, pretty straightforward device in terms of usage. Just plug this to your source and connect your headphones or earphones on the other side. Here is a companion app. It's named, unsurprisingly, Tanchjim app. I didn't find it in the Play Store. Maybe I searched incorrectly, but I downloaded it from Tanchjim website without problems. You can log in here, edit personal information if you need. So as far as I understand, logging in will help you to save your profiles. So it shows device and that it's connected, and then what is interesting here, you can select some Tanchjim earphones to get equalizer settings optimized for them, which is pretty interesting. Then you can select one of few official presets, restore sound, it's default one, and you can experiment with different others. Then there are game equalizers, which is pretty interesting. I never seen this feature before. So some PC games, phone, and what is interesting, Nintendo Switch games. Not a lot of games here, but you can see what games are most popular. Then other headphones EQ forum, as far as I understand, it's some online database. I didn't figure out how it works correctly, but it was not my goal. And also here you can adjust parametric equalizer. Not super convenient, or I didn't find how to do it properly, but actually you can select different frequency bands, you can adjust gain for them, so pretty viable way to customize the sound to your liking. And probably I simply don't understand some of the features here, but anyway, it gives you pretty nice field for parameters changing. So basically you can tweak the sound to your preferences. If you are interested in power consumption, you can see measurements on the screen right now. I'm using Noble Han as a load because there is not much sense in using mesoimperian as a load for this digital to analog converter, and in-ear monitors is much more adequate load for it. I will describe the sound with default equalizer preset and with other earphones selected from that drop-down list because they don't have built-in presets for the earphones I'm using for critical listening. Actually, having equalizer built in such adapter or DAC is a great feature, and I'm almost certain we'll see wider adoption of such a feature in personal audio device because it unlocks a lot of great possibilities of tweaking sound to your liking, especially if you'll have some centralized database of headphones frequency response curves and with possibility to modify them by some equalizer curves additionally on top of that. So I can think about a lot of great features, but anyway, even now with bare bones functionality of tweaking different frequency bands, it's already a great way to experiment, to tweak the sound, to find what you like and or don't like, and so on. But let's speak about the sound. It's Cirrus Logic, so you're getting pretty nice natural sound signature with a good amount of details, without excessive focus on monitoring representation, without attempts to color something noticeably. Compared to more expensive device, you can hear that treble is noticeably simplified, but for this price, I'd say that it's a great value. But probably I've already jumped to conclusions, so let's go back. So bass go deep, it's well controlled if you selected adequate load. I mean earphones or sensitive headphones. It delivers nice punch if necessary. It has a normal amount of small nuances, so instrument sounds pretty realistically. If we decide to go nitpicking, probably it's lacking a bit of proper weight distribution, but if you lacking weight, you can boost it easily. In general, I like this representation. It doesn't sound bloated, it's pretty technical, but at the same time not dry, with a good balance. And example, it's practical arrangement by Musica Nuda, good sound of the double bass, with nice sense of resonance of DAC, with that sense of pulling strings, and with a good contrast with vocals. Mids are natural, a bit on the probably drier side of things, without attempts to boost dynamics, but I can't call them dry or super analytical or something like that. So just a bit of additional highlighting of small nuances, but not too much. In exchange, you're getting pretty pleasant, crisp female vocals and nice distorted guitars, if you like such music. Imaginary stage is above average, it's not huge, but nicely built and about average in depth, so everything is nicely positioned and depth layering is also really good. For me, depth layering is actually one of distinguishing features of decent portable digital to analog converters compared to the cheap adapters that came with smartphones, because for me, usually that adapter sounds absolutely flat without layering. It's not super critical for the quality of records, but at the same time, it's already that level where you can try different remasters and hear the difference. So if you want to dive into that topic, you can do it. And example, it's Moonspell, Scorpion Flower, nice, pretty saturated work with a lot of heavy guitars, with orchestral background, with different types of vocal, and it requires decent technical performance. Of course, this adapter is not 100% there, but it's doing its job pretty decently for this price range. And treble extension is above average, which is pretty good. It's really decent with basic overtones. I like their amount, I like their attacks and decays. More extended overtones are here. Maybe they are not 100% well developed, but they are present and not overdone. Layering, of course, is basically absent, but we're speaking about affordable devices. If you need treble layering, welcome to $500+ range where you'll get great layering. Anyway, it's not fatiguing, it's not forward, it's not sharp, but of course it depends on earphones first of all, but by itself it doesn't do anything criminal with treble, so that's a good sign. And example is Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Lot of percussions and they are represented pretty well. Also guitar and vocal overtones are nice, lacking of course a bit of layering, but we're speaking about pretty affordable device anyway. Speaking about the pairings, of course, it's mainly created for the in-ear monitors and it's good with them. Almost black background, really low level of background noise. With not super sensitive earphones, unlikely you'll get any noise at all. As for full-size headphones, only the most sensitive models will work okay. And actually, I don't see much sense in comparisons because here you're getting equalizer, and that means that you can adjust sound signature to your liking. And this equalizer is the best and most distinguishing feature here. I really recommend it to those who are not sure about own tastes. If you just entering this hobby, probably having something with equalizer will be a great feature because it will allow you to understand what you like in your music, what you like in your headphones or earphones. You can try to boost some frequencies to reduce them and spend some hours trying to understand your taste, and that will help you a lot in your further journey towards more expensive devices, better sound, or actually you can stay with it and enjoy it for many years. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.